Hello children, how are you all? Let's start our social science class. Take your social science book. Page number 238. Open page number 238. Have you opened your book? Okay, good. Let's see the lesson. Okay. Civics. In civics, Unit 1. Unit 1, Forms of Government and Democracy. So this is the topic of this lesson. What are the forms of government? What are the forms are there in the government and democracy? We are going to see in this lesson. Okay. In introduction, what is given? You see there. We are going to learn from this lesson how various forms of government have developed globally. Today, many countries of the world follow different types of governments, but the modern world prefers democracy. So, in the modern world, many countries are there. As on almost 198 countries are there. These all the countries, they have the different types of governments. Every countries, they follow the different types of government. In India also, we follow the different type of government from other countries. Okay, and let us see the forms of government and its types. What is forms of government? The governance of nations differ significantly based on who has power. Okay, the forms of government means the power will be there is to rule the country. So who has the power? Yaartta the power irukku. Okay, from that they difference. Okay, every country they differ from based on who has power. That is forms of government. There are different forms of government. So many forms of government we follow in the overall world. Okay, so what are the forms of governments are there? Let us see: aristocracy, monarchy, autocracy, oligarchy, theocracy, democracy, and republic. Okay, read with me, all of you. Aristocracy, monarchy, autocracy, oligarchy, theocracy, democracy, and republic. So these all are the different forms of government. Got it? Let us see the aristocracy now. Aristocracy, a form of government in which power is in the hands of a small privileged ruling class, nobles. Okay, in aristocracy form of government, the power will be the country will be ruled by the nobles. Okay, பிரபுக்கள் என்ன செய்வாங்க, அந்த நாடை வந்து ஆளுவாங்க. Example, United Kingdom and Spain. So United Kingdom and Spain, they follow aristocracy form of government. Got it? Monarchy, a system of government in which one person reigns supreme, usually a king or queen. Constitutional monarchy. Okay, so if you see that Bhutan, Oman, Qatar, these all the countries, they follow the monarchy government. Okay, the country will be ruled by a king or queen. அரசியாலேயோ அந்த நாடு வந்து ஆளப்படுறது monarchy method. Okay, especially Bhutan, Oman and Qatar, they follow the monarchy form of government. And autocracy, a system of government by one person with absolute power. Example, North Korea and Saudi Arabia. In Saudi Arabia and North Korea, a government controlled by a person, only one person only ruled the government. Example, North Korea and Saudi Arabia. Next one is oligarchy, a small group of people having control of a country or organization. ஒரு நிறைய பேர் சேர்ந்து ஒரு குரூப்பாவோ இல்லைன்னா ஒரு ஆர்கனைசேஷனோ அந்த நாட்டை வந்து ஆளுறது வந்து அலிகார்கி. ஓகே, எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஃபார்மர் சோவியத் யூனியன், சைனா, வெனிசுலா அண்ட் நார்த் கொரியா. தீஸ் ஆல் த countries, they follow the oligarchy form of government. Then theocracy, a system of government in which religious doctrines form the basis of government headed by a priest. மத போதகரால், மத குருவால் எந்த கண்ட்ரிலாம் ஆளப்படுதோ அவங்க வந்து என்ன ஃபாலோ பண்ணுதாங்க, தியோக்ரேசி மெத்தட் என்ன செய்தாங்க, ஃபாலோ பண்ணுதாங்க. ஓகே, who rules in the name of God or proclaims himself as a God. சிலவங்க வந்து அவங்களையே காடுன்னு சொல்லிப்பாங்க, இல்லைன்னா அவங்க வந்து காடோட பேரில் அவங்க முதன்மையான இடத்துல என்ன செய்வாங்க, வைக்கப்படுவாங்க. ஓகே, that is in Vatican the Pope, that is so in Vatican they follow the theocracy method. Then democracy. What is democracy? A system of government in which eligible members in the population vote to elect their elected representatives. You know that in India we follow this, is that so and the party or individual who obtain the majority votes form the government. Many parties are there, like example India, USA and France. In India, USA, France, we follow the democracy form of government. Okay, many political parties are there. They will participate, the representatives will be participated in the elections. In that, the one who elected by the people, they only will be ruled. They only will rule the country. Okay, so that is given. Population vote to elect their elected representatives. Okay, so this is called the democracy. Votes form the government. Majority votes form the government. யார் எந்த பார்ட்டி அதிகமான ஓட்ஸ் பெறுதோ அந்த பார்ட்டி தான் என்ன செய்யும், கண்ட்ரியை வந்து ரூல் பண்ணும். ஓகே, நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன் இஸ் ரிபப்ளிக். A state in which supreme power is held by the people and their elected representatives, and which has an elected or nominated president rather than a monarch. So in our country we follow the republic method also, is that no? So the state is a supreme power and is held by the people. மக்களால் தான் என்ன செய்யப்படுது, உருவாக்கப்படுது. ஓகே, that is republic. Example India, Australia. So in India we follow the democracy and republic. What is democracy? Democracy is a form of government that allows people to choose their rulers. So the rulers will be selected by the people. Okay, people only they choose their rulers. யார் வந்து அவங்கள வந்து ஆளணுங்கிறத people என்ன செய்கிறாங்க, சூஸ் பண்ணுறாங்க. Only leaders elected by people should rule the country. எந்த லீடர் வந்து பீப்புளால் செலக்ட் ஆகிறாரோ அவர் தான் என்ன செய்யணும், கண்ட்ரியை வந்து ரூல் பண்ணணும். People have the freedom to express views, freedom to organize and freedom to protest. So all the people, they have the freedom. What are the freedom they have? Express views and freedom to organize and freedom to protest. So what is democracy? Democracy is a form of government that allows people to choose their rulers. So that is called the democracy. What it and meaning of democracy. What is the meaning of democracy? You see that democracy is a system of government in which the supreme power is vested in the people of a country and representatives either directly or indirectly through fair and free election. Democracy is a system of government in which the supreme power is vested in the people of a country. Okay, the representative. The democracy means the system of government. That is a system of government that the people, they have the power to select the representatives. Okay, either directly or indirectly, because in the local areas in we only select our village president, is or no? But the president of India, he will not be elected by the people directly. Indirectly, the people only, because people only they'll select the local peoples, MLAs. These all will be selected by the people. Then those members, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha are there, is there no? Many members are there in the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Those members only will select the president of India and the Prime Minister of India. Okay, we don't put the vote for the Prime Minister and the President directly. We will select the persons, the members we select, those members they will select the President and the Prime Minister. Okay, they directly we select the President and Prime Minister, but indirectly we select them, is that no? But directly we select only the members, the MLA. These all the people are selected, the President, these all will be selected by the people directly. Definition. What is democracy? According to Mahatma Gandhi, true democracy cannot be worked by 20 men sitting at the center. It has to be worked from below by the people of every village. டெமோக்ரஸிங்கிறது வந்து ஒரு 20 பேர் உட்கார்ந்துருந்து ஒரு சென்டர்லேருந்து சூஸ் பண்ணுறது இல்லை. அது வந்து அவங்க பிலோ த பீப்புள், இந்த வில்லேஜ் பீப்புள் முதற்கொண்டு என்ன பண்ணுறாங்க, சூஸ் பண்ணுறாங்க. எவ்ரிபடி ஹேஸ் த ஓட் ரைட்ஸ். எஸ் ஆர் நோ? தே ஹாவ் த ரைட் டு vote. 18 years above, all the people, they can put their vote for the willing people. Okay, so this is the meaning of the given by the Mahatma Gandhi. The definition is given by the Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, what is the definition? True democracy cannot be worked by 20 men sitting at the center. It has to be worked from below by the people of every village. The people has the power, okay, to choose their representatives. Salient features of democracy. Elected representatives of people and final decision making power to the representatives. Free and fair election. For election we no need to pay. Yes or no? For election we have the free and fair election. நம்ம வந்து எலெக்ஷனுக்குன்னு எந்த மணியுமே என்ன செய்ய வேணாம், பே பண்ண வேணாம். voting right is with equal value to those who have attained the age of 18. யாருக்கெல்லாம் 18 வயது வந்து நிரம்பி இருக்கிறதோ அவங்க எல்லாரும் என்ன செய்யலாம், ஓட் பண்ணலாம். Fundamental rights and protection of individual freedom and fair elections. Okay, the fundamental rights and protection of individual freedom. Got it? So these 4 points I have given in the salient features of democracy. Okay, read with me. Elected representatives of people and final decision making power to the representatives. Free and fair elections. Voting right is with equal value to those who have attained the age of 18. Fundamental rights and protection of individual freedom and fair election. Okay, these all are the salient features of democracy. Evolution of democracy. Democracy began 2500 years ago in some of the city-states of ancient Greece. So in Greece only the democracy form of government started. Okay, 2500 years ago it was started in the Greece. It is important to know that democratic institution existed in India as early as the Vedic period. So this is one of the important to know the democratic institution existed in India as early as the Vedic period. In Vedic period in India also democracy was one the institution, the democratic institution existed. Now it is not there in India as early as the Vedic period. Chanakya's Arthashastra tells us that in ancient India an autonomous village community was the basic unit of the local government. So the Chanakya's Arthashastra, it tells us that in ancient India an autonomous village community was the basic unit of the local government. An autonomous village means the country, the village. In country the villages were there. Is no, now also villages are there, but now our villages are controlled by the president, our village president. Is no, but in the previous, in the ancient time, the village was controlled by the particular person. Okay, that is autonomous village. அவங்க ஒவ்வொரு வில்லேஜும் அவங்களுடைய சொந்த செயலின்படி என்ன செஞ்சாங்க, செய்தாங்க. அவங்களுடைய சொந்த விருப்பங்களின்படி இருந்தாங்க. அதற்குன்னு ஒரு தலைவரை என்ன செஞ்சிருந்தாங்க, வச்சிருந்தாங்க. And types of democracy. Types of democracy. And before that, page number 239, you see that Abraham Lincoln, one of the president of USA, defines democracy as a government of the people, by the people and for the people. This is very important. So Abraham Lincoln defines the democracy as a government of the people, by the people, for the people. மக்களால் மக்களுக்காக உருவாக்கப்பட்டது தான் என்னது democracy. The Mahatma Gandhi definition was different. True democracy cannot be worked by 20 men sitting at the center. It has to be worked from below by the people of every village. At the same time, Abraham Lincoln defines democracy as a government of the people, by the people and for the people. மக்களுக்காக உருவாக்கப்பட்டது தான் என்னது democracy. Okay, it was told by the Abraham Lincoln. Types of democracy. Okay, types of democracy. There are two types of democracies. How many types of democracies? There are two types of democracies: direct democracy, indirect democracy, or the types of democracy. Direct democracy, when the people themselves directly express their will on public affairs, the type of government is called pure and direct democracy. அவங்க மக்கள் வந்து அவங்களுடைய வெளிப்பாடுகளை வந்து டைரக்டாகவே சொல்கிறக்கூடிய டெமோக்ரஸி தான் டைரக்ட் டெமோக்ரஸி. எக்ஸாம்பிள், ஏன்ஷியன் Greek city state Switzerland. In Switzerland and ancient Greek city states, the people they can express their affairs about the public affairs, they can express directly. Okay, that is direct democracy. Indirect democracy or representative democracy means when the people express their will on public affairs through their elected representatives. The type of government is called indirect or representative democracy. So the indirect democracy means the people they cannot they cannot express their will on public affairs directly, but through their elected representatives. அவங்க செலக்ட் பண்ண representative மூலமாக தான் கவர்மெண்ட்டுக்கு அவங்களுடைய வில்லிங்ஸை வந்து என்ன செய்ய முடியும், சொல்ல முடியும். Okay, whatever they will on public affairs they can express from through the elected representatives. Okay, the type of government is called indirect or representative democracy. Okay, so these two types of democracies are there. Okay, what are they? Direct democracy and indirect democracy. Okay, direct democracy, one more time I'll say you, it is followed in ancient Greek city and state Switzerland. Okay, so this type of democracy, the people they can express their wills, express their ideas to the government directly. Okay, in ancient Greek and Switzerland. At the same time, indirect democracy, the people they can express their will through their elected representative. Okay, this type of indirect democracy is followed in India, USA and UK. Got it? So in India, USA and UK we follow the indirect democracy or representative democracy. Okay, turn page number 240. See, the forms of democratic government is given. In that, parliamentary form of government and presidential form of government, two types of governments are given. Okay, parliamentary form of government and presidential form of government. So in parliamentary form of government, example India and England. Presidential form of government, example USA and France. Okay, so in parliamentary form of government there are three wings. Okay, electorate, legislature and executive. At the same time, in the presidential form of government which is followed in USA and France, electorate is there, that is the head, and it has two wings, executive and legislature. Okay, so this presidential form of government followed in USA and France, and parliamentary form of government in India we follow the parliamentary form of government. Okay, and let us see the merits and demerits of democracy. Merits. First one, responsible and accountable government. Okay, equality and fraternity, எல்லாருக்கும் என்னது சமத்துவம், சரி உரிமை. Sense of responsibility among common people, மற்ற காமனான பீப்புளோட உணர்வுகளுக்கும் ரெஸ்பான்ஸ் கொடுக்கிறது. Local self government, the government will be controlled with the local self government, the president, the local presidents are there, is that no? the every panchayat it has the president. Development and all prosperity for all the everywhere you see there the development will be there in the roads, everything the development will be there. Popular sovereignty, sense of cooperation and fraternal feeling, sense of cooperation and fraternal feeling. Okay, so these all are given in the merits. And demerits: indirect or representative nature of democracy, lack of interest in democratic process and hence lower turnout in elections, instability in governance due to fractured mandate, delay in decision making process. Okay, so these all are the demerits. நன்மைகளும் இருக்கு, இந்த ஃபார்ம்ஸில் என்னது இருக்குது, இந்த டெமோக்ரஸியில் தீமைகள் இருக்குது. ஓகே, நன்மை மெரிட்ஸ் we have seen. Demerits: indirect or representative nature of democracy, lack of interest in democratic process and hence lower turnout in election, instability in governance due to fractured mandate, delay in decision making process. So these all are the merits and demerits of democracy. Okay, then see the democracy in India. India has a parliamentary form of democracy. The Indian Parliament comprises the elected representatives of people and makes the laws for the country. So the Indian Parliament comprises the elected representative of people and makes the laws for the country. Okay, so in India we follow the parliamentary form of democracy. The participation of people in the decision making and the consent of citizens are the two important elements of the parliamentary form of government in India. Okay, so the two important elements of the parliamentary form of government in India, the first element is the participation of people in the decision making and the consent of citizens. So these two elements are there in the parliament form of government in India. Okay, so in India it has a parliamentary form of democracy, and the same time it has two important elements. One is the participation of people in decision making and the consent of citizens. These two elements are there in the parliamentary form of democracy in India. And India is the largest democratic country in the world. Democracy in India works on 5 basic principles. Okay, so these are sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, republic. Okay, these all given here. You see that India is the largest democratic country in the world. Democracy in India works on 5 basic principles. These are sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, republic. Okay, one more time, read with me. Sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, republic. Every person who is a citizen of India and who is not less than 18 years of age can exercise their right to vote in India based on universal adult suffrage. Okay, the universal adult suffrage, that means they above 18 years, not less than 18 years, above 18 years of age man can give the vote. Okay, that is the universal adult suffrage. It is followed in India. And the book you see that do you know is given. The Parliament House in India was designed by the British architects Edwin Lutyens and Herbert Baker in 1912-13, and construction began in 1921 and entered in 1927. Okay, so the Parliament House, it is there in Delhi, yes or no? In book picture is given Parliament of India. It was designed by the British architects Edwin Lutyens and Herbert Baker. Okay, in 1912-13, and the construction began in 1921 and entered in 1927. Almost 6 years construction they did, and they made the Parliament House. Okay, in India. Elections in India. India has a quasi-federal government which elected representatives at the federal, state and local levels. The general elections are conducted by the Election Commission of India. So all the elections are conducted by the Election Commission of India. Election Commission of India only control all the election. Okay, they have the election. It has the rights to choose the places, date, everything, and they'll announce the result also. They have the election commission only has the rights to choose everything. Okay, at the national level, the President of India appoints the Prime Minister, who enjoy majority in the Lok Sabha, the lower house of the Parliament of India. Already I have told the President of India and the Prime Minister, these all elected by the people indirectly. Okay, so the President of India only appointed the Prime Minister. So the in Lok Sabha யார் வந்து அதிகமான ஓட்டில் வந்து வின் பண்ணுறாங்களோ, லோக்சபா மெம்பர்ஸ் வந்து யாரை சூஸ் பண்ணுறாங்களோ அவங்க தான் யாராவா பிரைம் மினிஸ்டர். ஆனால் அந்த பிரசிடென்ட் தான் அவரை வந்து என்ன செய்வார், அப்பாயின்ட் பண்ணுவார். ஓகே, the first election in democratic India. Before seeing this, page number 241, you see the elections in India book. Do you know the two houses of parliament? Already I told you two houses are there in the parliament, Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. Okay, Rajya Sabha which is called upper house, council of states, and the Lok Sabha lower house, house of people. சட்ட மேலவை, சட்ட கீழவை. Okay, Lok Sabha is called lower house, house of people, and the Rajya Sabha upper house, council of states. All members of the Lok Sabha are directly elected through general election, which take place in every 5 years in normal circumstances. Two Anglo-Indian members can be nominated by the President of India to the Lok Sabha. So in Lok Sabha, two members will be elected by the President. Okay, that also will be Anglo-Indians. Okay. The first elections in democratic India. General election to the first Lok Sabha since independence were held in India between 25 October 1951 and 21 February 1952. The election was since independence. It was held in India between 25 October 1951 to 21 February 1952. Election was held. Okay, the Indian National Congress has not faced a serious challenge or a rival so far. In the last 100 years, there has been an expansion of democracy all over the world. So the Indian National Congress, it has not faced a serious challenge. அவர் வந்து ஈஸியாக நினச்சிட்டு இருந்தாங்க, வின் பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தாங்க. In the last 100 years, there has been an expansion of democracy all over the world. The various aspects of democracy and its challenges. Illiteracy, poverty, gender discrimination, regionalism, casteism, communalism and religious fundamentalism, corruption, criminalization of politics, political violence. So these all are the various aspects of democracy and its challenges. Okay, what are they? Illiteracy, read with me. Illiteracy, poverty, gender discrimination, regionalism, casteism, communalism and religious fundamentalism, corruption, criminalization of politics, political violence. These all are the various aspects of challenges, okay, in democracy. Conditions for the success of democracy in India. Empowerment of the poor and illiterates to enjoy the goodness of democracy. Willingness among the elected people not to misuse their powerful position and republic wealth. Eradication of social evils and dangers from which democracy suffers. An impartial and efficient press to form public opinion. Presence of strong public opinion. So these all the good for the people, because people only they have to choose the members. They can express their views by voting, yes or no, and the people They get the important from the government. Yes or no? Through the votes. And in the book, there are 4 points: feeling of tolerance and communal harmony among the people. Page number 242. Second column. Already till we have seen presence of strong public opinion. The next point is feeling of tolerance and communal harmony among the people. Awareness among the people of the fundamental rights that they are entitled to enjoy. Conscious check and vigilance of the working of the elected representatives. Powerful and responsible opposition. Okay, so the opposite party will be very powerful. Is another competition will be there. So Indian democracy can be successful and vibrant only when its citizens imbibe and reflect in their behavior the basic democratic values like equality. Equality means what? Sama urimai, freedom, social justice, accountability and respect for all. Their mindset, thinking and behavior are expected to be in tune with the essential conditions of democracy. They have to appreciate the opportunities for their desired roles like participation, making the system accountable, fulfilling obligation and playing proactive roles to actualize the goals of democracy. Okay, so these all are the conditions given. These are the conditions for the success of democracy in India. ஒரு சக்ஸஸான டெமோக்ரேசி வரணும்னா நம்ம இது எல்லாத்தையும் ஃபாலோ பண்ணோம்னா நம்ம இந்தியாவில் வந்து சக்ஸஸான டெமோக்ரேசி என்ன செய்யும் இருக்கும். So in this lesson, what we have learned, government is a group of people who govern a community or unit. Monarchy is a system of government in which one person reigns supreme, usually king or queen. Types of democracy we have seen, yes or no? And the elections. In India, first election and major challenges to Indian democracy, these all we have seen. Okay. And today homework is page number 240. Draw the chart. The chart is given in page number 240. You see the forms of democratic government. That chart you have to draw, study and draw. Okay. Then make 10 fill-ups from this lesson. You should not copy from the book back onwards. Book back onwards, find the answers. Okay, find the answers for the book back onwards, as well as you have to make 10 fill-ups from this lesson. Okay, let us see tomorrow class.